Come in. Yo.
Yo.
What's good, my guy? Get comfortable, though.
Already.
My nigga Jeffrey.
What's good?
What's good, bruh? Finally.
Good, man. Finally here. Had to pull up. You dig it?
Because you never come here.
Yo.
You never come here.
Train right here, though. That's crazy.
4 stops away.
Yeah, I got it.
What's your excuse?
Life be getting busy, man.
Life be life.
We adults now.
We really adults. First of all, let's talk about where it started from.
Okay.
When we was in college.
Sully gang.
Life was so good then, right? We didn't have no bills.
No bills, nothing.
We was living.
Ma, can I get $200? Yeah, I got you. Okay.
We thought we had our own cribs.
Yo.
I remember when I first went to college, I'm not even gonna lie. My moms did not know nothing about college. You feel me? My family, I was the first person to go away to college. Well, my uncle went to college, but he was playing basketball. It was different.
Right.
So now when I go to away at college, my mom's like, all right, bet. She took me there. So she's thinking that she got to send me money every week. So I had bread.
Yeah, keep thinking that, Mom.
Feel me? I had bread. But I had to tell my mom, like, Ma, I ain't gonna lie, stop sending me money. Because they already paying for it. She's like, how you gonna eat? I'm like, Ma, they paid for me to eat.
I need that new China.
My mom sent me bread. I was just stacking the money up, bro. But I couldn't keep doing that to my mom because my mom was working.
You got a good heart.
And hell yeah. It was just my mother. Feel me? So
my mother wasn't sending me money every week.
My mom was sending me bread every week. She thought that's the only way I could eat. I'm like, Mom, my food, my meal plan is already paid for. So she's like, what? And remember, that's when they said we was in a recession. I did not feel it, thank God.
What was that?
I don't know. I do not know.
We still not in a recession?
I don't know. We in a recession. But it was a great time. I always tell people the best time of my life is when I was in college,
that is
bro.
1,000%.
And I'm in my 30s now, and I still have not hit that point where it's just so fun. And I really think that's because we was not paying bills.
We had no responsibility.
We had no responsibility. Life be life now.
Yeah, it's definitely a different ball game. When you're in college, you ain't got to worry about that. You just got to worry about having good grades. I mean, when I first went there, I don't know if you remember, but I had a 0.9 my first semester.
I was on academic probation. I had to stop hanging with y'all. Because I didn't even know about nothing about being on probation in my life.
Me neither.
My grades was bad. I was having too much fun. I said, no, I can't do this.
When I got that letter, they said, if you don't raise your GPA to a 2.0, you can't come back. I said, I'm going to the library every day.
Yeah.
I'm never coming out the library. It's
we
over.
Started bugging out,
Too much fun.
The parties was crazy. You was the king of parties. Can you get into that? Because prior to whatever you do now, right? Because we're going to get into that. Parties was your thing.
Yeah, I think that I just like to have fun. I used to like to get smacked. I used to like to turn up. But I think overall, I used to like to have everybody have a good time. Like everybody would come to my room. You would come to my room. You wasn't drinking at the time. And I just would have the liquor on deck for everybody to turn up. And I just was a place where we let our freedom out and let everything else loose and just be free, open, and just have an enjoyable time.
How was you having these parties in a small room like that?
I don't know. I was crowd surfing in the room too. Remember that?
You was crowd surfing in a bedroom. This was bedroom.
Yo, I was so bugged out. I took all of the furniture out my room to have parties.
You did. I was
every
there.
weekend.
I remember somebody in the hallway saying his heart hurt.
His heart hurt.
Because he couldn't even breathe. It was too much.
It was too much. The walls were sweaty. Like the heat from the room was dripping down from the ceiling. I'm like, yo, we are wild in here. But it was amazing though.
So now, right? You got a one-man play. I think the play is amazing.
Thank you.
I've been to the play 3 times already. How many have you had overall?
Overall, I don't really know per se. I had a lot. Because some of them were in New York and then some of them was in different states.
Okay.
Some of them was at colleges, some was at different agencies and stuff like that. So overall, I don't know. But I've been doing this since 2019.
I've been to 3.
Yeah.
I will go again. Nah, no funny shit.
I got
and I don't even go because you my friend.
Yeah.
For real. I always tell people, like, it's something that you have to see. I even told my mother. I tell girls that I date, it's just like, it's something you just have to see.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's a thing. And I always tell you, nobody could tell your story better than you.
That's definitely you.
From the time that you started that till now, you are a different person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you started telling your story and things like that, I think, just became even better.
Yeah.
A better person. It was something that you was just like holding back. that you wanted people to know, but it's like, I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this.
That
you know what I'm saying?
That was definitely the reason why I came up with it. I feel like for a long time I was living a lie to a certain extent. Like nobody really knew I went through foster care and adoption. And so I was at my 30s and I'm like, all right, the drinking and the party and that shit, after a while it gotta come to an end. We can't do this our whole entire life. Like, and what I realized is that I was masking up a lot of my trauma, a lot of things that I was experiencing with these substances and partying and just looking cool per se. And then it was just at a point where I was turning 30 and I just hit like a little crisis and I'm like, yo, I gotta do something different. I gotta tell my story. That's something that nobody know. And until people know it, then I'll set myself free. And so I'm like, all right, let me do a one-man play about my experience going through foster care and adoption, along with other complexities that I face. And then I'm like, yo, let me make it be fun. Add some comedy to it. Let me use all of these talents that God has blessed me with. Let me sing, let me act, let me do everything. I'm gonna just put it all in one, and I'm gonna just do it one time. But that was a dub because everybody was like, I need to see it again. And like you said, everybody want to come see it 3 times, 4 times, and tell their friends. And it's for all ages as well.
That's a fact. After doing that play, right, do you know, like, now, can you choose like happiness? Like, do you know what happiness looked like opposed to before? Like, when we was in college and stuff, it was different. Like, we was kids, but although you still was facing whatever you was facing, but we didn't know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So to look at that and now, is it like, do you feel like liberated in it?
Oh yeah, that was the most blissful thing that I've ever done. No, I didn't know what happiness was. I thought I knew what it was. Drinking, partying, turning up, getting lit, dressing fly. I thought that was happiness. That wasn't happiness. I was looking for life. I always use this quote. I was looking for life inside of substances instead of living a life of substance. And so once I was able to actually switch that narrative, switch that storytell that I was telling myself and actually live a life of substance, that's when I was like, oh, this is what happiness is. Telling my story so that other people can be healed, other people can, inspired. There's a lot of people who come to me and like, yo, I never told anybody I was adopted too, or I've been adopted and now I want to share my story. And there's a lot of people who was like, yo, I've never seen a one-man play, but I want to do a one-man play. And so once I started living a life of substance versus looking for life inside of substances, it changed the whole dynamic of how I approach life. Yeah.
And then Lily Mae Brown,
yeah, that's the GOAT.
She's the GOAT.
Yeah, definitely.
How is she?
She good. She about to be 84 May. She's good. Definitely a person who took me into her home, treated me like her own. She fostered 12 foster kids. I was the first to be adopted out of 3. 3 has been in my life all crazy.
3 is a thing.
3 is definitely a thing in my life.
Weird.
It's mad weird. I used to be bugged out like, why? I keep saying 3s on the clock, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I used to tell you like, yo, bro, you like, son, shut up.
Word.
See so many 3s.
But like you born March?
Born March 3rd, which is 3rd month, 3rd day. Was put into 3 different foster homes. Was the first of 3 to be adopted. Got left back in 3rd grade, so that's 3-3 again.
That's sick.
I currently live in a city on 33rd Street.
33rd Street, you live there right now?
I live there right now.
And then something about like when you got adopted, like they came on the 3rd, one day on the 3rd, like something like that.
I got adopted May 23rd, so there's another 3. In college, I changed my major 3 times. I was out here wilding. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Is it blessed or am I haunted? But no, it's definitely a blessing. Everything was just aligning with the 3s. I looked it up and it said that the ascended masters are listening to your command, and whatever you want or whatever you desire will come into fruition. So I was like, oh,
got it.
I got to manifest a little bit more. And it was crazy because when I was really looking into that, I found the book that my biological mother gave me, and she used to spell my name. Instead of the E's, she would spell it as a 3. And in my first name that I was born with has 3 E's in it. So it was 333 again. Before, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's crazy. What's change like for you? Because I'm not gonna lie, change gives me anxiety. I remember, right? When we all finished school, it was me, you, and Gail. We finished school, and we used to be up in the middle of the night. We could not sleep. It was like we was going through like a midlife crisis. We was all in our 20s, but we didn't know what was next. We didn't have no jobs.
Yeah.
We was all living at home, and we'd be up. Like sometimes we'll be crying, or sometimes we'd just be on the phone like, yo, we can't sleep. And it was just bad. Anxiety was through the roof. Yeah. Like, what is next? They said, like, once you finish college, you'll have a job. We ain't have no job. We all at home looking like, what the hell?
That was crazy.
We was scared. We didn't know, bro.
And I think that's because we have so much greatness that's within us, and we know we want to be great, but we don't know how to get there. And so it gives us anxiety trying to figure out what we want to do. Because you've been at this forever. Like,
yeah, I went to school for it.
You went to school for it. And so you've been doing the videography and all of these things for so long. And so now you out of school, you really got to figure it out, right? There is no more school. There's no more knowledge that you need to gain. It's actually about doing now. And I think that was a thing that we was up at night, and that was kind of, you know, keeping us awake because we really wanted to be great and figure it out. And because we know we ain't average. We ain't the average, you know, we ain't average. We ain't here to be regular. So I think that was what it was. And we just didn't know how to put a definition to it.
Also, a thing was for me, like, how somebody would look at me, you know?
What you mean by that?
Because, like I said, I was the first in my family to go away to school to graduate. And
the pressure's like on. But guess who ain't gonna crack?
Yeah.
Not us.
You get what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, Tutu went to school, I make it look easy. I graduate so fast. I went to 3 schools, I graduated. But it's like, all right, what you doing though? You feel me? So how you deal with that? Like, thinking about what people think about you, because I always say we care about that to a certain extent. Sometimes some people is like a lot, some people is like a little bit, but we all think about what somebody else is thinking and how they feel about us. Even when it comes to like me putting out content, it'll be like, damn, how people may feel about this, because content is something that we want the people to like.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So how you deal with that and still be able to like keep pushing?
I guess for me, and that was going back to my show, I think I had to get over that. Yes, I do care, but at the same time, I had to get over it because with my show, you know, I talk about a lot of vulnerable things, and I went to my mom, and I'm just like, I'm about to talk about a lot of stuff that happened in this household, and I love you to death, but it's something that I gotta do to release myself from these bounds and chains that's been having me locked down for so long. And so, yeah, you care about, basically, I cared about what other people thought, but I still had to do it for the betterment of myself, because I know that it's not just solely about me, it's how I'm going to impact others. And so I guess what I'm saying is take yourself out of the equation and just move forward to whatever, you know, desires that you have, because it's not really about you. Things happen for you so that you can support other people and they can be healed as well. So I'll say that.
What's like the most difficult thing that happened in your life that you just had to accept that helped you like grow into the person that you are?
That's a good question. You dropping some good questions on this thing right here. What's the most difficult thing I had to accept? I guess I would say everybody's problems aren't your fault, but it's your responsibility to fix those problems. And so what I mean.
But why you say that? Why you feel like it's your responsibility if it's not your fault?
So say for instance, like I was going around holding a grudge because my mother got rid of me, or she didn't kind of accept me. But since that was bothering me for so long, I had to fix that. Yeah, it wasn't my problem that was on me, but I had to fix that problem so that, and by doing that was accepting that and also turning it into a play. Or I guess another way I could say that, never let a trauma go to waste. And so we sometimes get so engulfed in what happened to us and feeling like we're the victim, when in reality that's meant to help us and build us so that we can be the victor for whatever that thing is.
Like so, also, like on some God don't make mistakes, everything happens for a reason.
Exactly, that's exactly what it is. God don't make mistakes, everything does happen for a reason. But when you so into it and you feel like the victim of it, you ain't gonna be able to see that. And so it's your responsibility to fix it and move forward with it, so you're not sitting here in that same cycle going over and over.
I mean, when you was in school, you used to leave school on Sundays and go to church.
Yo, had to.
But then when you came back, you used to be like, you don't want to go to church.
I want to go to church. You know what it is? What I realized too is a difference between religion and spiritual.
What's the difference to you?
So religion is, I would say, damn, you want to give, because I'm about to go crazy about it. So religion is more of like man-made to me. I think that's something that's man-made, because when you think about the people who serve in religion, if you look at, you know, Jesus in Christianity, he wasn't a Christian, but we are Christians because of Jesus. So certain things didn't start making sense to me, but being spiritual allowed me to really hone in and understand what, you know, God-like beings were, and spiritual moments and stuff like that. So I realized it was a difference between that, because you go to church and it'll just be a bunch of singing and shouting and all of these things, and then the next day they talking about each other at church. But when you're spiritual, it's more of like I'm connected with God.
It's an energy.
The universe, God, whatever deities you believe in, it's more of an energy type of thing versus going to church, serving this church, and to get to the God. So I realized the difference after a while. It's like, okay.
If you dated somebody that's not like spiritual or like don't believe in God,
We ain't dating. We talking about, we gotta be on one accord. Like, we still gotta have things that are aligned, but I can't sit here and date an atheist. You gotta believe in someone. You don't have to believe in Christianity or if you believe in, Muslim or the Quran and stuff like that. You ain't gotta do that, but you gotta have some connection with your spirituality. You can't just be out here. I don't know, like who do that? Where they do that at?
I don't know. They do that.
They do that, but but I think that my partner would have to be somebody who is aligned in some way, especially in the spiritual realm.
Integrity and morals. What's that? What does that look like for you?
Integrity and morals. So integrity is, I think, being super authentic and being real, and not just doing things to better yourself, but to do it in order, like I said, to help other people as well. Morals is basically standing on things that you believe in, and you're not swaying no matter what comes in front of you. So say if somebody offering me $3 million, even though that's my number, they offer me $3 million to sell my show, but I got to give up my rights, and I got to give up my, that's not a part of what I'm standing for. So I wouldn't really go for it. So I think those two things are a lost cause in our generation, because everybody trying to be lit, everybody want to get to the bag fast or have a better life, and they fall short to their morals and their integrity.
I always think it's a thing like, it's what you do when nobody is looking.
That too.
You get what I'm saying? Because we could do stuff all day, but then nobody around and we be on some bullshit. You get what I'm saying? So I always be big on that. And just being consistent with who I am, because I be fucking up.
We
you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not perfect, but I really be standing 10 toes on who I am. You know what I mean? Like, I was raised on, like, morals and principles and stuff like that. So nobody won't know the work that I be doing, but I be doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I be, like, trying to be gun-hold on that.
You got to.
Because it, for me, it's really not about what people be knowing.
And listen, they say if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything.
It's a fact.
So that's really what it's about.
Supporting people, that's a thing, right? Because like, especially now, I feel like where I'm from, like, we from the hoods, we from Harlem, we from Brooklyn and stuff like that, but I feel like Harlem is a thing. It's like where I'm from, is like, to support somebody is like you sweating them, or it's like, it's a thing, and I think it's so terrible. Like, how you be feeling about that?
So that's definitely like a two-trick pony, right? So you can support people, and I try to always support people, but it depends who you are supporting. Is the person who thinks that they got successful solely because of themselves? If that's the type of person that you're supporting, I don't think you need to support them no more. I wouldn't, because I've done that before, where people think that, whatever people that's around them, they will always be successful. But when you support people, you got to realize the reason why you're successful, the reason why you the way you are or where you are is because of the people that help you and who supported you.
That's right.
And so for me, it's like, I'll support you as long as you understand that this is a collective thing. It's not just you and you made this happen. Yes, you might be the face. Yes, you might be the, the success story, but there are people who supported you. And so it's kind of tricky because, like I said, I've done that, and then people would look at you as if you're a person who is an opportunist, who you're just around supporting them because you want to get something out of it. And
That's
it's like, and that can also be a factor in it as well. I think we come into society where everybody wants to be the face. And they don't want to have a team. They want to be that person. And it's like, yo, you got to have a team in order to be successful. There's no one person that's getting there on their own.
Remember when we used to be recording ourselves and thinking we can do it by ourselves?
No. I had to. I feel like at that time I had to do everything because people wasn't seeing a vision. Now that's a difference between waiting for people to help you.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. I was waiting for a long time for people to help me, and I had to figure it out. Like, I had to really learn how to video edit, learn how to record, learn how to all of those things, record myself as well. all of those things, because again, I think we in a space right now where everybody thinks that they can do it on their own, which is different from I have to do it in order for other people to support me. So I think supporting is a tricky thing, a two-trick pony, because you could be supporting somebody who doesn't appreciate the things that you do and look at you as if you're or are using it as to be like you said, a bandwagoner, or a person, or supporting people who actually need the support and will always give you the credit when it's due, or they got an outlet, they'll pass you the opportunity, pass you the baton when it's time. And so that's what I try to do, support people like that, or have people around me who support me, not just as leashes, but as somebody I could pass the baton to, and then you go ahead and do your thing.
What do you think about therapy?
I think it's the most beneficial tools that we need, and that supports us. You need somebody to help you work through all of the gunk and the traumatic things that you might have experienced, because if you're just holding it in, like for me, I feel like if I would have had a therapist, and I did when I was younger, going through, foster care, I had to, have that type of therapy. But if I had one as an adult after the foster care stuff, I would have been successful and been doing this stuff way before. I just had all of these ideas in my head and nobody else to bounce it off of. And so I think therapy is definitely a tool that supports you with reaching your highest potential, along with, self-development and transformational work.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about transformation.
Yeah. Transformational work, I think that's better than therapy. I think those things are something that really turns your story or your life into a whole different perspective. It is something that allows you to step into your highest possibility. It's just really transformed your life. And so, yeah, I've been doing transformational work since 2018. And
what that look like for you? Like, what's your...
So transformational work is like workshops, self-development workshops, and allows you and supports you with reaching your highest potential. For me, I was reaching good, but I stopped reaching for great. And so those things allow me to take ownership of my own life, my decisions, my responsibilities, and really put it in a way that allow me to not, like I said, not be the victim, but be the victor of my life, and to really step into my fullest potential. And so I think, the self-development work that I went to, the transformational work, was momentum education. And I felt like that was the best education of my life. Yes, we had mad fun in school, but self-development education is something that definitely transformed me and had me have a different outlook on life.
Did that help with like making like your vision more clear on like the gifts and talents that you have?
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Because for me, like I said, I had so many gifts and talents that I was blessed with. I never knew which way to go with it. So like with singing, I was good, but I wasn't great. So I'm like, I would try to do, open mics and stuff like that. Was too nervous. I'm like, I'm not the best singer. Comedy, I would do stand up here and there. Everybody knew I was funny and silly, but I didn't feel really supported or confident in that. And then acting, I would go on castings and shows and stuff like that, and I would never get them. And so that work would allow me to realize that I can actually use all of these and put them into one, and then I'll be great, versus trying to be or perfect one thing and figure that out and then have everything else figured out, when I could just do it all at once, because I am myself. And so, yeah. Yeah.
How's like your stage right now? Because I remember like your first...
I still be shitting. I'm always nervous. No matter what.
Your first show in college, like, I think the first show you did,
I think it
was some bullshit.
Yeah, I got booed. But
then the second one you did so good. Remember I recorded it?
Yeah.
I recorded it, and it was so good. It was dumb funny. And then now you here. So
I'm always nervous, bro. But what I realized, you gotta still do it nervous.
No matter what it is, you gotta just go. You don't have no choice.
You don't got no choice, because I'm gonna let fear stop me from reaching my highest potential? You crazy?
That's a fact.
Nah, fear's gonna be there anywhere. And so when you start to listen to other actors or people who perform, they always nervous too. And so if they always nervous, what makes me think that I'm gonna get up there and not be nervous? Because if I'm gonna wait until I'm not nervous, I'm never gonna do it.
No, that's a fact. You're never not like
you're never not nervous.
You're gonna be nervous.
Like, yeah, let me go take this dude before the show.
What I will say is that I remember when I couldn't even record myself by myself.
Now you gotta get ready with me every second.
Now I do get ready with me, and it's regular, but I'm not talking. So when I start doing the 2-day, I'm talking, and it's so regular now.
I should get the belt for you, Because when you was getting the belt for people, I should get the belt for you to beat your ass.
Yeah, it's a thing.
You gotta get out of that comfort zone.
No,
you gotta
but I'll be good now. At least when I'm by myself. Even when I shoot now, it's way better than when I first started. When I first started,
you know what inspired me when I seen you do that podcast at where was that? Soho, the spot in Soho, when you hosted not the podcast.
The show that I had?
Nah, you was facilitating the panel.
The event, yeah.
That was so dope. I was like, you really doing that? I was
nervous as shit.
I know. It's okay. Did you use the bathroom before?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, let's go.
That's why I came out late. The mic was off. I did not do good.
Stomach was going crazy.
Yeah, I had to use the bathroom.
But it was so inspiring to see you because I know how nervous you get. And I like that you embody like being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah. It was tricky. So when I first shot Cr3ators Club, the nerves was through the roof. I remember shooting, I shot Jadakiss and Styles P. I ended the show early.
Because you had to use the bathroom before?
No, I didn't. I was just so nervous I just lost sight of everything, bro. I had the questions, I forgot the questions, everything. Yeah. I'm just like, damn.
It happens though. I mean, and that's what I'll be saying about certain things. Everything happens for a reason. If you would have stopped after that,
I wouldn't be right here. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And you get to tell that story. Like, I was nervous. I had to stop an interview short. And now these interviews go super long because you never want that to happen again. So sometimes we got to hit that bump in the road in order for us to slow down and then keep going.
That's a fact. Yeah. So any advice that you would give somebody that's like, they trying to come up, they doing content or whatever, they want to be in front of the camera, what's some advice that you would give them that's scared as shit, but they really want to do it?
Right.
What's some advice that you would give them?
So I would say, like, what's the intention around doing what you want to do, what you want to create? I would say have that intention and don't worry about the different mechanisms that come with it. Once you have that intention on who you want to impact, who you want to influence, and you keep moving forward, those things will happen because you know what the end goal is. When you're trying to figure out every step, every nick, every cranny, it takes longer to get there because you got to allow God, the universe, whatever deity you believe in to work and make the magic happen. But as long as you have the end goal in sight, everything will come into fruition. So that's the advice. Like, know exactly what it is that you want and who you want to impact and then move towards it no matter what that looks like.
So before I kick you out my house, do you have any questions for me?
Why you got so fly? Like, why?
No, because I'm just asking, because you know time be ticking. I don't be really like out of my host.
No, for real. I'm not gonna leave. I'm here at 12 o'clock midnight.
All right,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
See, that's the thing, right?
What you talking about?
Do you got anything to ask me before
I'm saying, how did you get so fly? Like, where does this flyness come from? Like, you always been a swaggy, lit, elite dresser. Go ahead, answer that.
No,
I gotta answer that, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just say my mom.
Your mom, she
I'm
is
gonna
fly.
actually say this because my mom's is here, so I know she pumped now. Feel me? But I'm gonna definitely say my mom's because when I was younger, right, my mom used to iron my clothes at night. Prior to that, right, my mom's used to. I used to wear uniform.
Wait, she used to iron your clothes, and there wasn't Easter Sunday coming up?
That's a fact. My mom used to iron my clothes at night.
Different.
My mom used to wash my clothes in the tub, hand wash my uniform. Facts. She'll make me go to the store for spray starch. Feel me? Spray my clothes out, iron it, so I had crease in my joint all the time. She used to wear suits to work, which is why I always like to wear slacks. I wear slacks and sneakers. She was wearing a whole suit and stuff like that, but it really started from her.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Like she was like the goat of that. I don't really think. To me, nobody else in my family was really getting busy to me like my mom's. Like my mom's was really putting that shit on.
Right.
Feel me? I just put it in my own
twist.
Yeah, I put my own twist on it.
All right, I had to figure that out. I'm like, yo, 2 always was fly. I thought I was fly. Nah, 2 come put that shit on. The next question I got, when you in a party, right? And then we turned up. It's lit. We got the dance move. We going crazy. Why do you leave when they start playing reggae?
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't like that.
Yo, you don't like that?
I don't like it.
Yo.
It don't go with my two-step.
It don't go with the two-step. All right, I had to figure that out. I'm like, yo, are we in a spot? I'm like, yo, where 2 at? She outside. I'm going outside. Why you outside? They play reggae. I said, oh. You leave every time they play reggae. You always got to get some air.
I don't want to hear it.
You always got to get air when reggae on. Okay.
That's a fact. Had to go.
I think that's the only question. Actually, no. Like, what made you want to be so persistent? A lot of the time, like for me, I switched my major 3 times. Like I told you. For you, you've had the same goal, the same vision, the same desires with the videography and the creative and the creativity. What made you want to keep going on that path, and what instilled you to take on that path from the beginning?
When I was probably between 14 and 16, my uncle, I used to play basketball. I was playing basketball since I was 5 years old all the way till I was 16. So I was great at it. You know what I'm saying? My uncle we used to be partners with it. And one day he said to me if basketball don't work out, what else you want to do? And I was like, I want to make music videos and movies. That was my thing. So that was my B plan. You feel me? So now, ain't no plan after this. This shit has to work.
Right.
Because I quit basketball. It's not that it didn't work. I quit.
Right.
So I'm not quitting. You get what I'm saying? That's the only thing I regret in life, quitting that, because I know that shit would have did what I want to do now. I want to make sure my moms get out the hood. You feel me? And had I not quit that, my moms would have been out the hood already, because we'd have been good. You get what I'm saying? So he asked me that, and that's legit what it is. So when I was in high school, we was searching for colleges that had video production. You feel me? So when I got to college, that's what I went to school for, and that's just what it is. So this is the B plan that have to work, because I don't know what else after this. And this is what I love, though. You feel me? And this is what I want to do. So when I be at work and stuff, that shit is play.
Right.
You know what I mean? That should just help finance whatever I have going on. But this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I always had that in my mind, because like I said, I quit basketball and I was great.
So what do you feel about, I feel like I'm interviewing now, so what do you feel about entrepreneurship, full entrepreneurship, and versus having a job? Or is there in between? It's
scary, because when you got a job, you know that you got a steady paycheck coming. When you're an entrepreneur, it's it's a build-up. It's hit or miss. Right. Sometimes it's coming, sometimes it's not. And then you just gotta wait. You know what I mean? You put yourself. You gotta keep putting yourself out there. But 9 to 5 is once you on payroll, you on payroll. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. Where I would say I don't 100% put myself out there, because I be scared. Right. I have things that I have to take care of. I have priorities that I can't just say, you know what? I'm not coming back tomorrow, y'all. I can't. I can't just do that, because I don't know, you know what I mean? And the unknown is what be having me scared. I could, and I feel like it's almost like you're not betting 100% on yourself, but it's bruh, I got things that I need to pay for. I don't live with my moms, and I'm not going back.
You're not going back? But she gonna wash your clothes in the tub.
I'm not going back there. Me and my brother was talking about that today. Our mothers, they welcome us with open arms,
Absolutely.
Right? But it's almost like they know that it's scary out here now, especially from where they was coming from. So it's if Tutu got to come back home, that shit's scary out there. What I'm going to do? Right. Everybody's losing hope. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I want everybody to be hopeful. I don't want my mother to be damn, Tutu got more stuff than me. I went to college. I got a degree and stuff like that. I got a degree. Right. My mom don't got a degree, but you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But my mom pushed me to have these things, so it's Tutu lived like this, Tutu got a degree, Tutu came back home. Yeah. What the hell I'ma do?
And did everything right.
Now she's scared. Right. I don't want my mother to be scared. Right. So I bust my ass every day and make sure I ain't coming over there to sleep. No, I'm coming to visit. But I'm not coming over there to live, Ma. Yeah. Even though my room is still there, she be like, yo, you good? You got water in your house? You got gas in your car? That's cool, but the goal is to not go back.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
1,000%.
I try to make it it's hopeful. Even when she called me and I'm having a bad day, you okay? Yeah, I'm good, Ma. I'll call you back. I am not okay. Right. But I don't want worry. You get what I'm saying? I don't want her to worry, because we live different lives. She took care of me. You get what I'm saying? She made sure that I was good, but we are on different paths. Absolutely. You feel me? So I don't be wanting to scare her and put her in a predicament to make her feel what the hell is next out there? Right, Trump is bugging. My daughter can't live. Hell no. Yeah. So that's the goal, to just stay out. Right. Feel me?
Yeah, I don't think I got any more questions. That's all.
Don't worry about it. Put your sneakers on. Thank you so much.
Damn, I got boots though. It's crazy.
Yeah, I love you, bro.
They made me take my shoes off of here. That's wild.
I love you, bro.
I'm staying at 12 o'clock midnight.
Jeff Brown, y'all.
I'm pulling the couch out.